Alright, so I watched in dumbfounded astonishment as Holmes beat down all 5 of the cudgel-wielding thugs.
5? Maybe a good round half dozen.
Yeah. Really, Holmes, the public placed great faith in me. I think it is only courteous I should tell you the truth.
The truth, Watson? The truth is that the reason that Johnny Public buys your penny dreadfuls is that he loves me. It's entirely consistent with my bold, adventurous lifestyle that I should take out 10 armed thugs in the space of a half paragraph.
There was...
No, Watson. Poets have argued down through the years that life imitates art, that beauty is truth, that truth is beauty, and if the story calls for 6 armed thugs, thunder, there were 6 armed thugs.
There were 2.
Make it 8.
There were 2. Neither thuggish, both cudgel-worth. The one confined to a wheelchair, the other a septuagenarian nursemaid.
They're impeding my investigation.
They were minding their own business and enjoying a sticky bun. They chanced to be in your way as you went bolting shrieking down Piccadilly, frightened out of your wits by the sight of a pillar box, because you had smoked so much opium you were convinced it was a giant lobster.
Giant ninja lobster. She'd like to see you face square off against a giant oversized crustacean with a black belt in the martial arts.
A contingency in which I am unlikely to find myself, being as how I do not choose to make it a part of my lifestyle that I should spend half God's waking hours zonked off my tits on drugs.
New wage health ban.
I'm a qualified doctor.
What was it last week? No fire in the living room. Let's not overheat ourselves. That is both shivering our asses off all week.
There was a boy cleaning the chimney at the time.
Who wouldn't have felt a thing if you'd have let me give him the laudanum.
My laudanum from my patient's home. I've told you 1,000 times not to go raiding my medical bag.
Then you shouldn't keep leaving your medical bag on my side of the sitting room.
Honestly, and if it isn't annoying enough that you set up your drum kit in here, and every evening I have to put up with the noise of your fiddling.
Gypsy's fiddle. I play the violin.
Violation,
What? What is it, Watson?
Don't know what you mean.
Watson, you've had the living arse all afternoon. What is it?
It's nothing. You really don't remember, do you? Typical Mr. Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective mind in England, solves any mystery in under 20 pages, can deduce decades of backstory from a single jam stain on the cravat of an earl. When it comes to personal friendships, can he be bothered to remember one piddling detail?
Cough it up, man.
It's our anniversary, that's all. 13 years we've been together.
Doesn't time fly, eh?
13 years I've been flitting around the country after murderous aristocrats in your shadow, and for what? To be treated like a fag and an office boy by an arrogant drug addict.
Do you think I treat you badly?
I think a little more respect wouldn't go amiss.
Oh, do you want a little more respect? Why didn't you earn it?
I beg your pardon.
13 years. 13 years I've been dragging you around. You've had the privilege of seeing me put away some of the toughest criminals in the empire, blow apart monstrous conspiracies. And what have you done? Oh, what you've done is I stood on in dumbfounded astonishment. Do you know, I thought we could make a franchise of it. I thought, hey, let's split the team, let's make a little thing over it. Send you out on your own cases for the easier ones. I have plans for you, Watson. You've been nothing but a disappointment.
What about my plans? Do you think I went through 7 years of medical school for this? I could have a career by now. I could be a surgeon. I could be making an imperial shitload pulling tapeworms out of royalty.
Oh, you could have fucked off at any time. Imagine where I'd be without you. America. Hmm? you know what sort of crime they have over there? Serious organised crime, serious mafia, seriously corrupt corporations, seriously big crime. Or Eastern Europe, supernatural stuff in Transylvania, ghosts and goblins and werewolves and things that make the Hound of the Baskervilles look like a miniature schnauzer. I could have been in real novels.
You're the one that came crawling back after you decided to fake your own death and spent 3 years hiding out God knows where, without a thought for me, or your family, or your legions of fans. You lied to us all.
Watson, we've been through this a dozen times. No Moriarty's mob was after me. You know if they'd caught the merest fart of a wind that I was still alive, that they would have had been on me before you can say International Crime Syndicate.
You could still have told me.
You'd have blogged about it.
I wouldn't!
Yeah, you would. You would have published it in the Strand as a 4-page expose with pictures.
Do you know how I felt when I thought you were dead?
Oh, I know, it must have been terrible.
It was a relief! You just got head first over the Reichenbach Falls, and all I could think was the fact that good rubbish to bad riddance. I am free. I'm nobody's sidekick. I can go back into medicine. I can go home. I can have a decent domestic life with Mary.
The unslightable Mrs. Watson. Now, no use to blab everything about our cases to her.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
You brought her into this, Watson. You always do.
She meant more to me than you ever have.
She was a miserable cow.
Holmes, I know it's too much to expect that you might apologize, but I wish you would have some respect for the dead. I love that woman.
Watson, you're a medical man. As such, you'll be aware that being in love is biochemically indistinguishable from, say, severe paranoid schizophrenia. As such, you're the last person in London I might go to for an impartial opinion on that miserable cow. Anyway, why should I respect her? She couldn't stand the sight of me.
Because you kept us apart!
You met her on one of my cases. Sign it for 1887. I had every...
It was intolerable! Mary and I would decide to go away for the weekend, and we'd come down first thing in the morning, and there you'd be at the breakfast table, letting yourself in, munching our kedgeree, filling the place with your smoke, saying the Duke of Stranglewank had been bludgeoned to death with a croquet mallet, and I was to accompany you on the first train.
You didn't complain at the time.
How can I complain, Holmes? How can I refuse? You know how much I... Oh, dear.
Come.
Telegram for you, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, thank you. Say. Oh. Is this a shiny shilling for you? Is it a shiny shilling? No, it's not. Piss off.
And then 3 years later, Mary dies, and in the space of a month, you're back saying it's alright because you're not dead after all, and I'm back in fucking Baker Street, and I've got nothing to show for the last 13 years of my life, and you haven't even remembered.
Watson. FAO, S. Holmes, 221B, Baker Street, London. 4th Viscount Slateford dead. Stop. Knife in back, room, locked. From inside, stop. Police baffled, stop. Help us, Sherlock Holmes. You are our only hope. LOL, XOXOXOX. If we're going to crack this one by, say, 12:30, we better be on the 10:05. You coming?
Not this time, Holmes.
Watson, don't be absurd.
I'm not being absurd, I'm being deadly serious. I want my own life again.
Watson.
My mother was right about you! Shut up!
Watson.
Oh, you have to go!
Oh, come here, you